also know you're not happy.
Who told you I was moving Tuesday?
I just heard it to the vine.
Who?
I'm not telling you.
How's the vine?
Anyway.
Who's the vine?
I'm not telling you.
Why?
Because it's irrelevant.
It's not irrelevant. Who told you?
It's irrelevant, honey.
How'd the information come?
I'm not telling you.
Okay.
But I also know that you're talking to another guy.
Yeah?
Yes.
Who said that?
No, nobody did that.
Who?
I found out on my own.
How?
Don't worry about how that happened.
No, I'm worried about how that happened. How'd that find out?
No.
What do you mean talking to another guy?
I know you're seeing somebody else.
Yeah? How? What makes you think that?
I just know. Okay?
That's I don't buy you just know you're not psychic. Come on.
I found out on my own.
How?
That's irrelevant.
That's not irrelevant.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not, Bob.
Leah, listen.
What?
I just want to be friends.
Okay.
I want to make it through the holidays.
Okay.
Okay?
You have to stop with the shit with Skylar.
With what?
She with all the extra weird affection and shit.
Okay. Listen.
That's fucking with her head.
Listen, I love these kids. And I don't want you to keep them from me.
You can't abuse them.
I'm not going to abuse them.
You have been. What you're doing to Skylar is psychological abuse. You're putting her in this codependent, fucked up head. I told you that in front of fucking Betsy. She's gonna end up like my mom, because she's gonna end up seeking out a guy that she has to make sure is okay. She's on edge trying to keep you happy, and you know that.
I've told her multiple times. She doesn't have to keep me happy.
Do you, yeah, you're telling, and then you act a different way.
It's done.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
You will always hold a place in my heart.
Likewise.
I love you.
Love you too.
And I want to get through the holidays.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Will you be my friend?
If you want to tell me who told you.
Good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
Good.
Good. Do you sleep good?
Yeah.
Good.
All right, can you go for a minute, baby? Daddy and I are talking.
Okay.
Thank you.
I come home one day.
Mm-hmm.
Parker was high as hell.
Here?
Yes.
Oh, awesome.
He found your pens.
Oh, awesome. Do you have them?
I got one upstairs.
Okay.
He had them in his room.
Okay, I need a locking safe.
Okay.
Okay.
And I asked him what was going on. I knew something was going on.
Okay.
And he's like, I don't know. All I know is she keeps doing it December 3rd. So that was I asked him.
Okay.
Okay.
So you got it from Parker.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's as far as I got with him.
Okay.
So I'm sorry that you've been through this. I really want to be a good co-parent. Okay?
Yeah. That sounds great. I want you to be a good human being.
I'm trying.
if you understood, I mean, 3 months for you as opposed to almost 2 decades.
I know. Babe, I'm sorry. I am.
Thank you.
I don't want to let you go. But I understand this is something that you want. And I understand this is something that I have to do for peace in my heart. I hope he treats you well.
So why made you say that? What's the deal with that?
I'm not going to tell you. Okay? I did my research. I know what's up.
Okay.
If you are, that's cool. If not, that's fine too. But I hope you find happiness. I really do.
Me too.
I miss you.
I miss you too. The little tiny bits would you be a normal person. You gotta work on that.
I am.
I can't fix that for you. Skylar can't fix that for you. Parker can't fix that for you. Nobody else. But I mean, Bob, it's not. I don't think you. I am. You don't have a scope of what you're looking at. You're gonna have to face some painful shit. You're gonna have to. I mean, you're still constantly fear rules your life. That's all you do is placate your fears and instill fears in others and fear. You're going to have to face that and choose to live a different way. And that's, I mean, 42 years of a lifestyle. That's not going to happen overnight. That's not happen in a couple days. That'll happen in a few months.
I know.
But you got to start. I think about how far you'd be right now if you would have started back when I first tried. You know, all the years of me going, hey, come on.
I get it. You're beautiful.
Thank you.
I don't want to put you in a predicament. I understand you have to do what you're going to do. If at any time down the road you want to give it a shot again, I'm there. I hope and pray that you will.
I want to have stability in life.
I get it.
I don't know that I've ever had that. I want our kids to know what that feels like.
But please don't get the kids from me.
No, but you have to, honestly.
I'm going to.
Why? Why is it going to be different?
Honey, I gotta pinpoint a lot of things. I don't even know where to start right now. Once I can pinpoint what I need to do, I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Okay? I've released a lot of anger. I have not been angry. I haven't yelled. I haven't went after anybody. I haven't screamed. I haven't cussed.
Yeah, but I mean,
That's part of
that's something. Yep, I'll give that to you.
I've been trying to.
But make sure that you're not replacing those things with more subtle means of fulfilling that same, you know. I mean, you may not be screaming, but you're still, I mean, you're 6 foot tall and 500 pounds. You can tower and have a deep voice. May not be screaming, but you know that it's, you know.
I get it.
So don't play games with yourself. You always play games with yourself. You always, well, I didn't have any pop this week, but I drank energy drinks. But I didn't have any energy drinks, but I drank this. You know, you're your worst enemy, man. You know that.
Mm-hmm. I do. Last night that was my last shot at trying to see if he would give me another shot. And I knew when she said, "I love you," and that was it. So, yeah. I love you.
Love you too. What if, I mean, maybe if you wanted to look into getting like a studio apartment or one bed or whatever, get a cheap apartment somewhere. If we wanted to talk to like maybe Heather and Bubba or something like that, and they wanted to rent the house out for cheap. That way we could kind of fix it up and that would cover the bills of it, and then we'd each have this different space to kind of start and process. And then, you know, and then we'd still have the house in our name, you know, I mean, it'd still be available.
Oh, I was gonna stay here. We'll fix things up. Try to make it look nice.
I've been trying for
I know.
7 years,
Baby,
and you're the one that stopped me.
baby, listen. I'm gonna try. Okay? I'm gonna try. And I promise you, I'm going to try. Okay?
Okay.
And I know you're done. But don't be all the way done.
Yeah.
I love you too. When I asked you if you wanted out the other night, you told me no. That was a glimmer of hope. I don't know if you're telling me that just to tell me what I wanted to hear, or what, but I don't want to, and the offer still stands. If you want out, I'll give you the out.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
I don't want to. I don't want you to think I'm going to walk away from it. Because I don't. Believe it or not, I wish to God you walk away. You've been by my side through thick and thin, mostly thick. And you stuck by me, no matter how unhappy you were. I'm sorry this is hard.
I know.
You kept pushing and pushing and pushing for me to be a better person. There's times I know you want to throw in the white towel. I know. I know right now that towel's hanging by a couple threads. Please, don't file.
I'm just moving.
I know,
Okay.
but I'm asking you, don't file.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. Can we peaceably exist and co-parent?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
'Cause Bob, even though you've been, to me, very apologetic and remorseful and what have you, telling me that you really want to fix things and that, like, you love me and I'm great, but yet, like, you're going outside and you're trying to make me look bad to other people. So and maybe that's not your intention, but that's what's happening. You have to be self-aware of the consequences of your actions. So, I mean, that's part of it, is not the bad mouthing me to the kids. And, you know, I mean, there's a whole scope. And, hey, I'll text Betsy and ask her if she can send us those flyers again, those handouts. And
What handouts?
the ones that she gave us, the last on assertiveness and basic human rights, and then the boundaries one that she gave again.
I got them upstairs.
You got them? Okay. So, really just, we're gonna need outside help to come up with the basic, like, this is even how this looks in a healthy sort of setting. You know what I mean? Because I don't think either of us really, have had exposure to what that looks like, really. So, I mean, it's maybe ridiculous, pathetic, but it is what it is. And really, it's not that unique, because everybody in America is fucked up. Nowadays, it seems. Thank you. For not fucking exploding and, like, hitting shit.
That's not who I want to be anymore.
Well, thank you.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
You've done it. You can help. You stood up for what you wanted after so long, and I'm proud of you. It sucks it's at this cost. But if there was an opportunity to go to like a Christian counseling couples, would you be interested in doing it? Keep our own secret, our own separate therapist, but like go to a Christian.
I would have to meet with them. I mean, Betsy's Christian, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
that's not, you know. But I I'm person to person. I don't really have a lot of tolerance for fake people, regardless of their profession.
I gotta sit down for a minute. I'm sitting on. So your new place, you able to have pets or?
Yeah. Heather and Abram will be there too.
Who?
Heather and Abram.
Oh yeah.
So like in the morning when Parker goes to school or whatever, like Skylar can go over to Heather's. And it's, you know, same
She
building.
lives there too.
Yeah. They don't ever really have any calls out there as far as cops go. It's really safe.
Good.
Yeah.
Will I be able to come over?
I think we're gonna have to work towards. And that's why I really feel like we're gonna need third party, Bob, because everything we try to do on our own, we screw up. And that's I don't mean to sound harsh. I don't mean to be a bitch. I'm so tired of fucking screwing up. I just want a normal life.
Third party as far as what goes?
Like as far as a therapist, you know.
Okay.
Or, you know, guidance.
Well, I just want to.
Because we... obviously, it's a very poor understanding of boundaries and basic human rights. And I'm not saying that to be judgmental. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, we screwed it up. We've screwed it up pretty fucking bad. And it's not really our fault. Because we've done better in what we came from, truth be told. But I feel like that's an area in life both of us really need help with. You know?
Yeah. Right now, my heart's in my stomach right now. I just want to be able to see the kids. I love you.
You gotta make sure that you are healthy enough. And that's gonna be hard. You can't abuse them.
I'm not going to abuse them, honey.
Okay. Not psychologically, not verbally. But you understand that that's still going on now.
I'm gonna take it to
Do you
bed.
understand the amount of pressure that Skylar feels? When I was with Parker at his sleep study, she wrote Bob and Leah, husband and wife. You think she would have just done that on her own without your influence?
Honey, I didn't even know anything about that.
Okay, yeah, I know, but she's trying. Oh, I didn't know that. But she's trying to appease you. You're the one that showed me. You know what I mean? Like, she's trying to fix things, and it's putting her, it's really, she's suffering.
I talked to Allie about the people pleasing and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
And I told her, you know, I acknowledged that with Allie, and we talked about it, and you know, and I told her, I was like, she needs to stop worrying about me and need to start taking care of herself.
Yeah. But do you communicate that to Skylar?
Yes, I have, on multiple occasions.
Okay.
There's times that she
I
goes,
mean, just make sure, Bob, because one of the things that we've had for all these years is your words don't always match up to your actions. Usually they don't. And so you may say this, you need to not do that, but then the minute somebody tries to do that, you punish them harshly, you know, for not, you know.
I have been working on things that yesterday I came home and Parker sat up and was like, Dad, I didn't do the dishes. I was like, that's okay, son. Don't worry about it. Normally I'd be like, what have you done all day? You know, babe, I have no anger anymore. I am not angry. I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to abuse anybody.
I hope and pray that that's true.
It
But you
is.
have to understand that what you want, even those inner desires, you've created this pattern for 40 years. And saying, oh, well, I just don't want to do that anymore, that doesn't change it. You know? I mean, look at quitting smoking. I don't want to smoke anymore. I'm still lighting a cigarette, put it in my mouth, you know?
I understand. I went back to smoking. My stress was to the roof, babe.
No, well, I'm referring to something that I do too, because I smoke too, but I mean, right there is the point of saying, oh, well, I want to be like this. It's not about how you want to be. It's about how you are. And if you got to do the work to match how you are to how you want to be. That doesn't change overnight. It doesn't change in a few hours. It doesn't change in a few days. It doesn't change in a few months. Little bits by bits. And as you sort through, there's going to be more. It's ugly and hurtful and painful. And saying that I want to be like this, that's fine. You want to be 200 pounds, but you haven't been willing to do the work to get there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
That it seems like when you say something like, I've thought about this, I want this, like the expectation is that I'm supposed to believe that it's already materialized, or that it's going to materialize. But that has not been the case. And if you're asking me to ignore 2 decades of experiences with you and I mean, that's not really fair to me. And that tells me that you still don't have anything as close to understanding.
I'm not asking to ignore it.
Okay.
It's reality. I'm not asking to forget it. All I'm asking for is forgiveness.
You have to earn the forgiveness. Forgiveness is one thing, but forgiveness does not mean that you have to continue to allow the same things to keep happening. That's not forgiveness. That's enabling. And you have to figure out, because when you say forgiveness, you want enabling. What you mean is enabling. Because when I just give you the forgiveness and establish that boundary of, hey, we're not doing this again, then you accuse me of not really forgiving you. So then you have to really evaluate, is that what you want, is forgiveness, or do you want to just be enabled because you feel icky and you don't want to feel icky anymore?
No, I want the forgiveness.
Okay.
Give me time.
Okay.
You gotta understand, babe. I'm trying to be genuine here. I'm trying to be real.
I'm not. Me too.
I know.
And that's...
But I don't want you to think that I'm sitting here trying to blow smoke up your ass just to get what I want. No.
Good.
Okay? I don't want smoke. Blow. I'm not blowing any smoke up nobody's ass. I want a genuine, true family. Okay? And if that can't happen, I understand. I fucked it up. I know. I've come to harsh reality with that.
But I'm saying that you are not in a place to actively have that.
I know.
Okay.
I understand that. I understand that. All I'm asking for is time. Time. If you can give me time to prove, to show
And
you.
I'll come to Betsy's appointments with you. Maybe not every other week, but maybe like every third week or something. Or if you want to do work that out with Betsy. See what she thinks would be best. Allie and Shannon, because neither one of us are in a place to be able to make good judgments about those. But that's why we have a team of amazing professionals. Because there's basic human things that we just don't know. And it is what it is.
And something's hit me hard. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I was focused on saving this instead of working on this.
Mm-hmm. Love you too. I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette. I haven't had one yet this morning.
Make me earn it.
No, I love you.
No, I'm being serious. Okay.
Okay.
Hold on to it. Okay.
I said I hear you. I love you. It's gonna be okay.
Don't be mad at Parker, please.
I'm not mad at Parker even a little. Other than taking shit that he shouldn't have. I gotta order a fingerprint safe. It is what it is. That's our Roseanne moment, obviously. Where's his Xbox?
I thought it was in the Hawaii closet.
Is it still? What's he been doing upstairs?
I don't know.
Okay.
I haven't even seen. I go look in the Hawaii closet. It was still there.
Okay. I thought it was too, but I just kind of been underwater.
You promise me you won't throw it away?
I'm not gonna throw it away. Okay? Promise. I love you. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. I haven't had a cigarette yet this morning. I'm still under covers and in a pillow.
I get it. I'm gonna let you.
Mostly a full cup of coffee.
I'm sorry.
You're okay. I love you.
I love you too.
I don't want to drop it. Thank you. I love you. Love you, Chica.